Ever since John brought that manipulative woman back home, Mary had not returned for half a month. When John finally thought of calling her, he found her phone lying quietly in the fish tank. Only then did he feel something was wrong. He rushed into Mary's room only to see it completely empty, yet he still blamed her for being childish. He never realized the woman who once loved him deeply had already been worn out inside and chose to leave for good. 3 years earlier, to comfort his ill grandfather, John proposed a 3-year contract marriage. Mary agreed without hesitation. After the wedding, she devoted herself to caring for him. John stayed distant, but Mary never gave up believing she could win his heart. As the 3-year deadline approached, she happily brought up renewing the nth marriage. John gave no answer. She still held hope until a sudden call broke everything. The woman returned for treatment, and John left Mary mid-trip to be with her. While he stayed at the hospital, Mary went hiking alone and was hit by falling rocks in danger. She called John, but the woman answered, hung up, and told her not to disturb them. From that moment, Mary's love began to collapse. 5 days later, she woke up only to find John had never called. She made up her mind to stop wasting time on him. She prepared divorce papers and found a job in another city, planning to leave in 3 days. At the same time, John proudly brought the woman home. He felt no guilt for disappearing. Instead, blaming Mary for not showing concern, he demanded an apology. Mary said she I knew her and had no reason to apologize. Then she turned and left. Once she decided to stop loving him, she no longer forced herself to endure him that night. John drank with friends. They played a game about wives calling first. He waited until late, but Mary never called. Instead, the woman showed up bringing a cake for Mary and asking John to take it back. Even his friends felt something was off, but John did not notice. He brought the cake home and admitted his mistake. Mary took a bite politely, then immediately spat it out. Only then did John realize there was mango in it, which she was allergic to. Mary checked her phone and saw it was a deliberate provocation. The woman sent intimate photos with John trying to anger her, and John had enabled it. The next day, Mary stood in the hospital with transfer papers. Leaving the city was the only way to end everything and heal. John sensed something wrong and came to find her, inviting her to lunch. Before she could refuse, the woman called again, and he left once more. Mary told herself to let go, but it still hurt deeply. She relied on medication to stay calm. When John looked back, if he cared at all, he would see her suffering. He was about to check her medicine when he was interrupted again. Before leaving, Mary wanted one last talk to tell him she was leaving, but he brushed her off this time. She did not wait. She left the divorce papers, threw her phone into the fish tank, and walked away without looking back. Just then, John's phone rang.